Hi everybody, Autistic Genius here. Today I'm going to talk to you a bit about my week. As you know, I've done a couple of videos this week where I've kind of moaned about how horrible about my life and saying, oh, woe is me. I was panic attack, meltdown, big time today. There's certain little things will happen that will remind you that you're autistic. Cross that feeling autistic again. I've done those just to show you, really, how it actually is at the top. Try and get the right moment of when it's occurring and say it as it is there and then, instead of just looking back on it and explaining it and things. But what I'm going to do now I'm actually a bit happier and I'm feeling a bit more, I'm going to show you visually how it actually can feel when you're so high in anxiety you're pretty much having a panic attack. And essentially what happens is, whenever something bad happens when you get stressed, for me, I know this is it could be everyone, straight to the chest, it creates pressure, and the more it feels and then suddenly the panic attack is you just going all of it out the chest, and it's just you going because everything's leaving you, all the stress is coming out of your chest, so every part of your body, any part of your body that has a place to let things out, stress will leave it for that way, which makes you just run, which makes me, not just you, run around going It's immense pressure. But just to help explain that, here's a little thing that I'm going to show you now. Hi, welcome to High Anxiety. I'm your host, Autistic Genius. Here we have today in the studio Tom. Say hi, Tom. Yeah, it's great to be here, Autistic Genius. Thank you so much for having me on the show. I can't wait just to just win some prizes. Cool. Oh, great, Tom. Do you know the rules? Yes, I know the rules. Great, but for those at home, let me just explain it for you. Okay, we're going to ask Tom a series of general knowledge questions. Every time he gets a question wrong, he has to place an item on his chest. This is because whenever you make a mistake or get something wrong in life, this may cause anxiety, creating great pressure on your chest area, which is what leads to meltdowns and panic attacks. So Tom is doing this, so whenever he makes a mistake or gets a question wrong, he will add an item, place it on his chest, and the more items he gets, the greater the pressure on his chest, increasing the anxiety. Good? Understood? Yes, I understand. Lovely. Let's begin. What is the capital of France? Paris. Yes. Name something you would find in a kitchen. A spoon. Brilliant. Yeah, cool. Name a green fruit. Bananas. Name something that a fish has. Fish fingers. Oh. Apart from Paris, give me the name of a city in France. Nepal. What is the meaning of life? I don't know that answer. Don't drop anything, Tom. Oh, make sure. Jeez, God, man. There's a lot going on at the moment. I'm struggling to focus. There's too much. Name a type of food that originates from Italy. Sushi. Oh. I can't concentrate. There's too much going on. Name a song by the Beatles. Lola. Oh, for God's sake. Fine, I'll put it on. It's getting quite difficult to focus because of the questions, because I've got a lot of anxiety. I've got a lot of things on my chest. Got a lot, and I need to get rid of them. What will you often find in the Australian outback? Graham Norton. Fine. I'll get the next item. Thanks for watching High Anxiety. I've been your host, Autistic Genius. Join in next week where we meet Jules Parkin. Help! I can't concentrate anymore. I've got too much going on. Jesus. My anxiety levels are really high. It's just when you get really anxious, you get all this pressure And you can't, how is anyone supposed to concentrate with this amount of pressure going on? It's an absolute blooming nightmare. Can you imagine being autistic in a classroom and feeling this much pressure as well as trying to take in all that information the teacher wants you to? I think it's very difficult. I think any neurotypical would find it difficult. This is actually how it feels for me. Imagine having to do loads of work and having this amount of pressure on top of you. It's exactly how it feels. And now my face is being destroyed by the chair. Although it may seem very light-hearted the way I explained it, there's nothing funny about anyone on the spectrum having high anxiety or experiencing something like this. Panic attacks and high anxiety can be something that happens more often than we'd like to admit it. I haven't had one. I nearly had one the other day. I haven't had a full-blown one for a couple of years. They're not nice. They're really not easy. Anyone who's supporting students or knows people on the spectrum who knows them really well, the best kind of support you can offer is learn how to deal with them and learn what makes them do these things so it can be prevented. Because I'll tell you this now, once it starts, you can't stop it. If you try and stop it, it'll only make it worse. That's just from my perspective and how I feel. It may be different for other children, but for me that's how it feels. Thank you all so much for watching. I've been Autistic Genius. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye!